Yes. So I need to know where you are from, so I can make fun of you, and of course make fun of your accent. So India has for stopped aid for import, started maximum massive level. That's the reason India wants to get rid of the surplus well for it. Well, Mr. Alpha, however they are doing it, if they are starting to sell away their yuan, they are still they are establishing a stronger market for yuan, and you will see. Sadly, I think when more countries are starting to use yuan, if all the BRICS countries are starting to use yuan, it's going to be hard for India to use rupees and dollars. They might turn to pounds. They might turn to euros. Who knows? But the moment all of the BRIC countries are up and going, I fear that it might most likely be the end of the trading in dollar and the Western currency. And also, you see, India is looking to Russia more than they are looking to the West. So that's a sad thing. So when you have countries that are not supportive of the West, then you will get a bit different outcomes, as you would normally do. I'm just going to take a bit of this, and I can talk to you a bit before sending you somewhere. And let's see if we can get the good view in the back as well. There. And I got my little drink here. Oh heck yeah. How's the view? Is it bad? Is it okay? I was sitting here, so of course it didn't improve. Yes, Miss Gears, where are you from? Tell us where you are from. There are most jobs in public sector here, teaching, nursing, and things like that. You would say fisheries, but that's mostly foreign people doing that. So not a lot of fishery. We do have a fishing fleet. I think it's the third largest fleet in Norway. I'm not sure. Well, Ari, as I said, I do, however, have kids and granddaughters, so I have two generations after me to think of. So in the long run, well, it could be just in your lifespan, it could be just in my lifespan. But this is a long game. We know that other elements are thinking it in the long race and in numbers. We know that someone is thinking shorter terms and everything. It depends on where you're standing. I do know the Baltic countries got a worse. They got an increase of living cost of around 60% when they changed their currency into euros. We know that Greece, Italy, and some other countries got a bigger deficit because they changed their currency into euros. They're still struggling with that. They still haven't been able to balance it out with higher wages because living cost is different around Europe. Also, we have open borders that has made it possible for gangs, criminals, and everything from other countries to just move freely across all of the borders that we have here. So, and of course, several of the cities of Europe are no longer of their original countrymen. It's filled with foreigners, not from just other countries, but from also other cultures. This is just for the Western world. It's not prevalent in any of the African countries, not in India, not in the Asias, not in the Middle East, only in the Western world. So you have to ask yourself, what is the point of this? How will it affect when not a lot of people coming from other countries are actually working, having an education, even being able to speak English or their native or the language they in the countries they're living in? How would that affect? Who is going to pay for that? So I would say that Europe on a whole has gotten worse off because of EU. The thing that I would just say it, Adolf Hitler, he dreamt of Europa, he dreamt of EU. It's exactly, if you have read about how Adolf dreamed about united Europe, and you watch how EU is built up, it is exactly the same thing. So there are, of course, a lot of this